Introducing to you first, in the blue corner, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, fighting for American Top Team, he weighed in at 193.4 pounds. He brings to the ring a mixed martial arts record of 6 victories and just 1 loss, Luigi Fioravanti. And in the red corner, from Montreal, Quebec, representing BTT Canada, he stands 6 foot tall and weighed in at 185 pounds. His professional record, 10 victories and 7 defeats. Please welcome Stephan, the Rude Boy Potvin.
The Rude Boy is one tough kid. Now, when I say kid, I'm talking about a 30-year-old. Although he has a charming personality, Joe. You know, he's a lot like a teenager, and I tell you, with my maturity levels at where they're at, I'm not one to talk, but he's a great guy. And if there's been one knock against the Rude Boy, is that he hasn't been aggressive enough early on in fights. We'll see what he brings tonight.
He's very methodical with his striking techniques. If you notice the way he stands, it's like an old-school Kyokushin karate guy. He just sets it up, keeps his face protected, and then throws kicks from just crazy angles.
What are you expecting to see from Luigi Fioravanti?
I'd probably be very aggressive. He's the type of guy who likes to jab, and then come in with a takedown. What he doesn't realize is Potvin is just exceptional with his sprawl. So what we'll see here is just a different type of fight that Fioravanti's probably used to.
Fioravanti comes in with a slight weight advantage, Joe. All kinds of problems making weight at $185.
Yeah. Well, basically, he took this fight on short notice. He wasn't able to make the 185-pound weight class. And you know what? Potvin, the classy guy that he is, accepted the weight and says, you know what? I don't care. Let's fight. Let's get this thing in the ring.
Also accepted that 20% purse in his back pocket as well as they continue to feel each other out. Fioravanti missed with a monster right.
Yeah, and he almost had that takedown there. He's working the takedown. He's working the legs both inside and outside, looking for the trip or the takedown. That's a guy with experience when you're in a clinch like this.
And once again, Joe, we see it takes a couple of moments for the Rude Boy before he seemingly realizes that he's in a fight.
He usually needs to get rocked. Once he gets rocked, he's good to go. But in a situation like this, look, there's gentleman class right there. Could have been a low blow. Right after bad apologies, they said, let's go. Let's rock here. Look for Potvin to throw some crazy kicks. He'll feel it with the straight left or with the right. He'll feel it out with the front kick, and then boom, out of the top there.
Solid left from the Rude Boy. Complete game, Stephan Rude Boy.
He's got everything. He can punch, kick, he can elbow, knee. When he gets down to the ground, he's relentless.
Another one of Fabio Holanda's fighters, BTT.
People need to understand about Potvin is he's got some crazy heart. I have seen this guy take absolute beatings one time in Hawaii against Ronald the Machine Gun June. And it was like this guy's going to end the fight, and Stephan was able to reverse the fortunes and end that fight in a toe lock. This guy is as tough as they come.
Luigi Fioravanti, he's looking to end this with a haymaker, Joe. This might be mixed martial arts, but he's looking to throw him down, and he does just that.
Yeah, he ate that side kick. It wasn't as hard as Potvin wanted it, but Fioravanti took the back, took him down, and looked for him to start pounding away here. Now, Potvin's been in the situation too many times. Here's the roll. He's looking for the knee bar.
Will he be able to pull it off? Solid shot to the stomach from Fioravanti there in defense.
Fioravanti has been in that position way too many times.
Experienced fighters here, Joe.
Yep.
And classy.
Very
classy. Nothing but
classy.
Respect from both fighters in the ring so far.
Absolutely. That knee bar was on pretty tight, but it's very simple. Turn around, act like a sprinter, and take off. Oh, he slipped that very nicely through that left hook. Very good job by Fioravanti.
Potvin's going to have to keep his head up. If Fioravanti catches him with one of these, it's over.
Yeah, Potvin's got his hands full tonight. He's in a fight. Fioravanti's waiting for the timing. He's timing everything. He's not worried about these shots. He just needs to be careful because Potvin is very elusive.
Potvin, very deceptive fighter as well. We've seen Stephan the Rude Boy Potvin seemingly be in trouble early in fights, only to really start turning it on in the second and third round.
He's definitely in a fight because Fioravanti is all about timing. He waits for Potvin to plant that foot, throw a couple combos, and bang, he's inside. Same thing when he sets stuff up. He's very left hook happy. I shouldn't complain because when I train, I'm left hook happy as well. But he uses that left hook to get into his takedowns. Here we have the guys to the right. Potvin's basically protecting himself, looking for something there, putting in a guard, keeping his head down in hopes that Fioravanti cannot post up to rain bombs. But when he does post up, you see what happens here.
It is the evolution of mixed martial arts. I'm Gabriel Morency alongside Showdown Joe Ferrara. We're at the Palais de Congrès in Gatineau, Quebec. And what a night of mixed martial arts fighting it has been.
An excellent job by Fioravanti right now. He was able to clear the legs, get it to side control, and start putting the pressure on Stephan Potvin.
Coming in to this fight, there was a lot of questions about how the rude boy Stephan Potvin was going to counter Luigi Fioravanti's power. And right now, seemingly he's having some problems.
By the looks of this fight here, it's Fioravanti's strength is getting the better of Potvin right now because he's able to manhandle him in certain situations.
Those extra pounds are making a difference, Joe, in situations when he's leaning on him into the mat.
Well, definitely. When you've got more weight than your opponent, it depends on the type of fighter that you are, but the more weight that you have, Potvin's doing a great job of just keeping Fioravanti away. But it's enough. The referee said, that's it. Stand these guys up.
That respect shown once again.
There's
misses with the roundhouse.
Potvin's looking at timing things. You see him looking for the distance. He's got to keep that right hand up. 10 seconds left in the round. Good job by both fighters. We got ourselves a fight here, ladies and gentlemen.
With Apex Championship fighting.
Round 2 begins from the Palais de Congrès. A lot of fighters who think because they can throw, maybe they hit the bag a little bit, that they can get onto the mat. Evidently, Fioravanti has no problem hitting the mat.
Definitely a very thick individual. Oh, an overhand right there, but he's very thick. It's tough to get a lot of stuff on a guy who's thick like that. You got to keep him outside and work the head there.
And with that being stated, it's not as though the rude boy was hurt in round 1.
No, not at all. He was just outmatched. I should say outmatched, but outworked and out. Just basically, Fioravanti did what he could. He won the stand-up portion. He almost got it with the knee there. He's timed that perfectly. Oh, and a good lead left hook. He likes that left hook there, Gabe.
Potvin seemingly trying to set up a couple of combinations with the kick to open up, and Fioravanti is seeing it coming, Joe.
Yeah, Fioravanti's basically timing everything. He's waiting for Potvin to plant that left foot, and the minute he does something, he works in combinations. That's what the rude boy needs to do right now, is combinations, just like that, wait for something, bang, go for the takedown. But an excellent job by
Fioravanti. Easier said than done, Joe. Fioravanti is a very difficult man to take down.
Well, he's very experienced. He's 6-1, but at the same time, look where he trains. He trains with the American top team. Some tough guys. Canadians like Dennis Kang are out there. There's some tough dudes over there. Ben Saunders in his corner. Exceptional fighters he gets to train with. Some of the best in the world.
And what we are seeing here are two extremely well-coached fighters in the ring, Joe, as we see. Both very adept at countering what the other fighter is trying to do right now. It looks as though Potvin has to take this floor to the mat.
Absolutely. He's got to take this fight to the mat, but he needs to be careful because Fioravanti is exceptionally well grounded. I mean, American top team came from just ground guys that knew what was going on. They brought the best of all arts together and started teaching other fighters how to become champions.
He's sneaky. Fioravanti, he comes out throwing, but he goes for those leg sweeps. He tries to lull you to sleep.
Absolutely. He's just very methodical in what he does. He's just going to time it. As soon as Potvin decides to get too aggressive, bang, he's in there. Oh, and a good high kick there.
So much about this sport, Joe, is mixing it up. Do not rely on just your bread and butter. Mix it up. High, low, kick.
Well, that's the beauty of mixed martial arts. It's not like
that's why it's called mixed martial arts.
Yeah, it's not like boxing where you just got to punch. Muay Thai has the 8 limbs. Jiu-Jitsu is only on the ground. Wrestling is only on the ground. Mixed martial arts is everything. You got to know how to punch, kick, throw kicks, knees, defend, and submit. Exceptional. Greatest sport on earth, Gabe.
I think the numbers and the amount of viewers that are enjoying this beautiful sport can attest to your earlier comment, Joe.
Well, we got a sold-out house tonight. It's unbelievable the amount of people that came out to support Apex Championship fighting. And in our main event right now, both these guys are feeling each other out again because there's a lot of respect going on in that ring right now. But I think right now the aggressor has to be Fioravanti. He's just working those left hooks, setting everything up, feeding Potvin lefts, rights, and kicks. Potvin needs to pick up the pace here.
Potvin is going to have to pick up the pace. And as far as the pace of this fight, Fioravanti has to like the way things are going. He's clearly ahead on the judges' cards.
Well, Fioravanti went
Nice kick from Potvin. Nice turnaround.
Fioravanti went to a southpaw stance, and Potvin read it right away through that side kick. Went right back to orthodox, and they come back to the ring, start banging away.